Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to pushthebutton.ie, and this is The Lockdown. My guest today has just brought out a brand new single. It's called Bounce. Let's check it out. Get your boxing gloves on. It's Leo Dynamic1. Leo, how are you, buddy?
I'm great, Stephen. How are you, man? Considering how the whole world has been upside down the last couple of weeks, so
I know it's
bananas.
absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's it also, as I'm recording this, I actually have the fear that my kids are going to run up into the room.
Okay.
Because I'm literally in the loft above the kitchen, so it's everybody's kind of crumbled into the house at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's not easy either because we've got 8 dogs now because we had 6 puppies there recently. So
wow, yeah.
It's a mad house.
That sounds very noisy as well.
So come here, you've just recently released a new single. It's called Bounce. First off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely love it.
Thank you.
So how's it doing so far?
It's doing pretty well. We're hitting just 5,000 streams on Spotify, and it's in 5 days. So we're pulling in about 1,000 a day on
that's good.
On Spotify, and it's gone to number 37. I think it's 37, 36. Went straight down to the Dutch Dance Top 40 on Spotify. Chart. So off to a great bouncing start, pardon the pun. And I started a track around actually it was just sitting in my hard drive about 4 or 5 years ago as a project. And you being a producer, you know about that. And it was just one of those tracks that I said, I'll go back to. So it was 3 months ago where I said, sure, I might as well finish this off, and here we are. Even before all this COVID-19 stuff, I had it all planned already before all that, but here we are. But I just think it's it's an upbeat, happy type of track for the times we're all in at the moment. Anyway, we all need a bit of lightheartedness, a bit of fun, a bit of jumping around, a bit of bouncing.
I 100% agree with you. Your music does quite well abroad, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And because Let Me Love You was a track I released last February, and it went to number 1 in the Netherlands, and the Dutch Dance Top 40 there. So I have a big following over there, and I was invited, because of that, I was invited over the Pride Festival in Amsterdam. So they had a big concert there, and I was invited over to appear and play the track to the crowd of over 10,000 people in Rembrandt Square.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So,
and as well as producing, you DJ as well, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just really... The funny thing is about that one, Stephen, is that was the first time I ever appeared on stage as a DJ.
What?
Yeah, that was the first time, because I was a producer. I produced my own songs. I was asked to appear. So a DJ in America, DJ Exchange, the two of us, we appeared on stage together, and... it was the first time ever, to 10,000 people. It was my first gig.
So, have you got the bug now that your first gig was 10,000 people?
Yeah, it's insane. I have it clipped on my YouTube channel as well, and I got my partner Deborah. She was standing backstage with the phone, and she just videoed it for me. So, I don't really remember much of it, to be honest with you. But I only really played the one track, but that's all I really wanted. And just the experience itself was amazing, and people jumping around to something that I created in my home studio. It was just amazing.
That's brilliant. So I want to know where Dynamic1, the name, comes from.
Dynamic1 it's a couple of things. Well, basically the main reason is because I like to produce music in different genres. A lot of people will think I'm mainly a dance producer, but I'm not. I actually produce like hip hop. I'm actually big into hip hop now. I'm starting to work with some rap artists. And I produced actually ballads as well, and I've actually even written a country song, believe it or not, around 10 years ago.
That's where the money's at.
So being musically dynamic, I like to blend, and then it's the boxing angle. So you see there's a painting there of Mike Tyson behind me and the boxing gloves.
Yeah. I see that you are a mad boxing fan, but you've also boxed for Ireland, haven't you?
Yeah, I was a 2-time national boxing champion.
Wow, that's amazing.
Middleweight and heavyweight. So I've been called as well, which is I think is pretty. I'm not complaining. The punching producer. So
nice.
With the punch and produce the type of thing. So it's a bit of fun, it's a bit of lightheartedness, it's a bit of crack.
And do you still box?
I don't fight officially anymore. That's a couple of many moons ago, but I still really enjoy it though. What I've learned from boxing for about 15 years altogether, and boxed in America, boxed in Boston, New York, in the west coast of the States, all over Europe, UK. And
tell me, do you come from a boxing background?
Yeah, I do. My father and my brother were both boxers, and my father was a boxing trainer. And it's I was one of those guys who got boxing gloves from Santa Claus as a kid. me,
Santa wants you to be a boxer, son.
and me, my brother, we boxing each other around Christmas morning.
It's so funny because my dad and my uncle and my grandfather and my great uncle, all boxers, and they represented Ireland as well in boxing.
That's amazing.
And my great uncle, who was my grandfather's brother, as far as I can remember, somebody probably correct me on this, was the boxing coach for the Irish Olympic team.
Wow.
Not the last time it was in London in 2012, but the one way back in the early 19th century.
Wow.
And somebody told me a really cool fact that the boxing ring for that Olympics, because they were short of space on arenas, that the boxing ring was afloat on the swimming pool.
No way. Jeez, I can imagine.
So,
wow, that's amazing. I didn't know you had that boxing background in your family.
Yeah, not a lot of people do know it because I don't box. I remember being brought to the gym and be put into the ring. My dad be like, "All right, here we go," and I'm like, "Yeah, see you. Good luck to you."
Yeah. Well, you have more sense, even.
Yeah. So with the lockdown now that it's in full effect and our social distancing is in full effect, and most people are heeding to the warnings from the government and the WHO. What are you doing with your time now? Apart from producing and doing music, is there anything that you've been up to in your house?
Well, I like to, even though I know the world is upside down now for everyone, and what's important is, I think, for us all, is to keep some type of routine going. So what I do is I get up, and the first thing I do is I go for a run, and I run for about a half an hour or so, and I've been running all my life anyway, but that's one thing that it's just to kind of keep myself kind of half normal, if you know what I mean. And then when I come home, I come back to my run again, to my routine then of doing my music and stuff like that. But because we've all have this kind of extra time, I've been looking into learning some more stuff that I haven't never done before. So with something to do with making I do have a YouTube channel with my music's lyric videos and stuff like that, and I've been working with other people who do that, but now I'm just kind of looking into maybe into learning how to do my own making my own videos and picking up an extra skill set and stuff like that, because it's so much time on our hands now. We just be productive as much as I can with it, really.
That's cool. Have you discovered anything new about yourself that you're like, I never knew I could actually manage to do that? Well,
it comes to music production, there's a lot of stuff there that yourself as regards of with technology we have now, we really have too much at our hands when it comes to making tracks and stuff like that. So what I've done was I've pretty much stripped down my setup here at home and concentrated on maybe playing more a bit of piano. And I've be producing. I went to music school about 25 years ago, and I learned the basic chords and stuff like that. But now with YouTube, because I have melody ideas in my head, and I just discovered that I'm actually a bit better than I thought I was. I thought I was very limited at keyboards and stuff, but with a bit more practice and stuff, I was actually, instead of take one, take two, take three, or whatever, but getting the melody ideas in my head down on the keyboard pretty much, straight away, and without limitations that have been set myself,
Yeah, I love that actually. Now, I can't play keyboard. Any of the keys that I do, I literally draw it in with a mouse. Drawing it in, click, and, you know, increasing the velocity or anything like that. But I love when I'm actually like just hitting the keys on my keyboard, and you actually, so you should always hit record. If anybody's getting into producing, always hit record, because if you come up with any sort of pattern or melody, and then you try and recreate it, you won't be able to. Especially if you haven't if you don't know past C, D, E, F, G, A, B. If you don't know the chords past that, you'll get lost. So I know Ableton have just released Ableton Live for anybody who wants to get into producing. I think it's free on trial for about 3 months. During all of this.
Very good.
I think so. What I'll do, I'll put a link in the YouTube description below if anyone wants to have a look at that.
Very good.
Which is cool.
Yeah, cool.
Well, listen, come here. It's been great catching up with you. I wish you the best of luck with the new single.
Yeah.
And keep running, keep safe, keep washing your hands, okay?
Yeah. And you too. And listen, Stephen, thanks very much for the invitation, and thanks to you for all you've done, and with people like myself and all of the people who you've recorded and with your YouTube channel. And you're doing great work too, pal, and keep it up and stay safe.
Thanks very much, buddy.
All right, buddy.
I really enjoyed that chat. Check out Leo's stuff. All the links are down below. We'll see you again for another lockdown video really soon. Make sure you hit subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Yeah.